Hey guys, thank you very much for joining. Today we're going to come back with some Goose here, a little Silver Rising. Recently got into this song about a week or two ago, so I've been trying to play this one quite a bit. Um, there's a lot to this one. You got a lot of interesting chord voicings. Rick definitely throw some interesting chord voicings at us with this one. So I'm going to break all these chords down as best as I can. And yeah, so we'll go through all that fun stuff. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing, hitting the bell for notifications. I do greatly appreciate it. And if you're returning, you already know. Let's go ahead and hop in. Okay, so Silver Rising. We start with this verse progression here. So E flat, G minor, and an F. Okay. And like I said, we've got some interesting chord voicings. So we're going to be playing our E flat up here. We're playing this C-shaped E flat. So barring third fret, middle finger is fourth fret of that B. Ring finger is fifth fret of the D, and pinky sixth fret of the A. All right, that's going to be your E flat. And I like to hit the root note in this one before strumming the chord. Okay, and there's like you have to listen to the song. There's lots of little things that I'm doing here that it would be very hard for me to describe every little thing I'm doing here. But I'm hitting that root note. I'm strumming. Then I'm also hitting hitting the B string here as well before going to the G minor. Okay, and then G minor, just still barring that third fret there. Ring finger fifth of the A, pinky fifth of the D. Then we're going to our F here. I guess this is F over C, I think. This is the way I typically like to play an F, in all honesty, at this point. So index finger first fret of that B string, middle finger second fret of the G, ring finger third fret of the D, pinky third of the D, and ring third of the A. And that's the F that I'm playing there. So. Okay, so that little piece right there, once you get to this F, so I play the F, actually I'm hitting the root note, and then I'm going from the B, G, B. I'm doing that, and then you can throw this in as well. I feel like I'm hearing that coming from somewhere when I listen to this song. And then going before going back to the E flat. So that's just on this G here, third fret, second fret. Okay, so. Okay. Now, if I know that this chord, to me, this was not natural for a while getting into this shape. Luckily, I've been playing a lot of songs that have been using this shape, so I've gotten much more used to it. But if you're not used to that shape yet, and it just takes you some time getting used to, one thing to keep in mind with this is if you can get your pinky down first, because you can hit that root note before you get everything else down. Kind of helps get in there a little bit if you're struggling with getting that chord down. Okay, so that's the verse. So the song structure for that, we'll play through. I think you play through that 4 times with the singing, and then I think they play it another 1 or 2 times, and then go into the second verse. And the verse will end. I guess you can call this the transition piece. So from this F here, hop down to this E flat minor 7. throw this in there as well. So the E flat minor 7, or E flat minor, I'm sorry, just E flat minor. So we're barring the 6th fret here, middle finger is on the 7th fret of that B, pinky is on the 8th of the G, and ring on the 8th of the D. So we play that, and then we can take our pinky off, and I like to hammer it on here to the 8th fret of that high E. Alright, and this will lead us into the chorus piece. Okay, so another really cool, really interesting chord voicings here as well. We've got a B flat here, then you've got a B flat over G sharp, then we've got a E flat over G, and then a D sharp minor, D sharp minor over F sharp. So yeah, like I said, very interesting voicings here, but really cool stuff. Just very different than a lot of just very different. All right, so anyway, so this B flat, we're gonna bar this 3rd fret here. You've got your ring finger on the 5th fret of the A and pinky on the 6th fret of that low E. And then we'll keep the bar and our ring the same. We'll move our pinky up, and then our middle finger will come to this 4th fret on the low E. So okay. Sorry about that. And then for the E flat here, index finger stays here on this 1st fret of that low E, middle finger 3rd fret of the G, and ring 4th fret of the B. And then the last chord, we just shift up our index finger to the 2nd fret there. Everything else stays the same. So to end it, we're going to this F minor to the E flat minor to a sharp, or sorry, F sharp, A sharp, G sharp. Okay, so that's verse and chorus. So. Okay, so after we've gone through the verses and we've gone through the chorus again, you'll end up coming to the bridge part. So at the end of the chorus, we'll come here to this B flat, and that's the part where feel the rush, taste the blood, on my own, it's the only way. So we start doing that, and it stays on that B flat for, I think they go through that around like 3 times, 3 or 4 times before they get to okay. Okay, so all we're doing here, we're going B flat, C, to our E flat, and then that D sharp minor over F sharp there. Okay, and then so they'll do that. If, I think it's 3 or 4 times, and then I'll go back to the first part of the chanting. And I believe I was watching the version from New Year's in Cincinnati. I was able to see Rick was doing do that a few times before going back into the progression we were just playing there. Okay, so what I was doing there, I had my middle finger here on the 3rd fret, 3rd fret here of the D. My ring's 3rd of the G. I got my pinky on the 4th of the B, and then my index finger is going to be going back and forth between the 1st fret and the 2nd fret. So some sort of a B flat something, I believe. Back into this here, and I think you go to that chord progression for it's for the jam. So coming out of this progression here, you'll come back into that the B flat, C. So we'll do that a few more times, and then eventually you'll end with the no chords, right? So it'll be no way out now, don't turn around, or you'll see the beast that I've become. And then you go into the jam, which is the same chord progression there. Okay, and that really is the entire song. So after the jam, it'll come back. You'll go back into the little transitional piece here. I think they do the chorus one more time. I think they do the chorus one more time as well. So I know I jumped around kind of a lot here, but the basis of the song, right? You've got the verse progression there. We've got the chorus progression here, and then the bridge piece as well. So it's a pretty long video, so thank you guys for hanging out, anyone that actually made it this far. I really appreciate it. I hope this helps you guys out. Please leave me feedback, comments below, and we'll see you guys again soon.